Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? Hello and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video is a spend a day with me. I'm going to run a few errands. I'm also going to do some grocery shopping. So stick around and also spend this day with me. So I'll start with making lunch first of all, because I don't know if I'm going to take long before I come back. I want to make some butternut chapatis, the chapatis that have butternut. You can use a squash, but I prefer using the sweet butternut because I find it sweet and makes the chapatis taste so good. So I'll peel the butternut first. I had used the butternut in making some puree, and it had remained, so it's the one that I'm using to make the chapati. So I'm starting by peeling it off and then dicing it into smaller pieces. I'm going to bring it to a boil for like 30 minutes until it softens. So I'm going to use a lot of water in boiling the butternut. I'll add some salt in it, and then I'll cover it and let it simmer for some time. I have some green grams that I had soaked in the morning. I want to cook them so that you can take chapatis with the green grams. So I'll just rinse them thoroughly to remove the water, the green water that causes acidity. And then I'm going to boil some hot water and use the hot water in cooking the green grams so that it can speed up the cooking process. Actually, green grams don't take long to cook. They take a very shorter time to cook. And here they were boiling. I also have the butternut here still boiling. Once it was done, I let it cool down and then I blended it. So after blending it, I used the puree that I did blend to actually make the chapati. And the chapati, I used the chapati flour. So here we have the puree. As you can see, it's very smooth, very nice. You can even eat it. It's very sugary and it tastes so good. So I have some chapati flour over here that I want to use in making the chapatis. So I'll just the normal process of making chapati. There is nothing special about these chapatis. It's just the same way of making chapati, only that the only difference here is that I've used the butternut puree, and since the butternut puree wasn't enough, I added a little bit of water. I also added some oil. So I'll just mix it like this, and then I'm going to transfer it on a flat surface. Keep kneading the dough for like 8 minutes. All my doughs, be it bread, be it chapati, I always knead for 8 minutes. And then I'm going to let it rest for 20 minutes. And then now I'll start making the chapati. The chapati, I'm going to use the normal procedure of making the chapatis. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. So after spreading it out like that, I apply oil on top, and then I'm going to cut into smaller stripes just like that, depending on the size of the chapati that you want. Then I'll roll it into balls, several balls, and put them aside. So that is what I'm going to do. I don't know how you do roll your chapatis. This is how I roll them, but I have different methods of making chapati. Everyone has different methods of making chapati. At the end of the day, we'll still get the same results. So my purpose of using these rolling the balls like this is just to make layers for chapatis so that they can also be soft. Nobody loves hard chapatis. We all love soft chapatis. I actually love the butternut chapatis more compared to the plain ones. Also, the plain ones are tasty, but I would go for the butternut one. Let me know if you prefer using the squash puree or the butternut one. I find the butternut a bit dry, and hence makes this puree very smooth and easier to work with. The other one I feel like has a lot of water. I don't know if it's me who comes across the ones that have a lot of water. So after that, this is what I normally do.
I spread it out again, and then I put it on the pan. My pan is preheated. I'm going to dry the chapati first before I can start the actual cooking. This one makes work easier since I'm the only one doing everything. I don't have somebody assisting me, so I'll have to dry them first to make things easier for me. So after drying, I'll now start the actual cooking, adding oil on my pan, then putting back the chapati. Then this side that has no oil, I brush the oil on top of the chapati using a brush, and then I'm using the spatula to flip the chapati because that one speeds the process of making chapati. And also brushing the chapati with the oil also makes work easier rather than using the spoon to keep applying the oil. When I use the spatula, I find myself doing this very fast, and the chapatis will be done in a few minutes. So this is my way of making chapati, and I would love to know how you make your chapati, how you love them. Do you love them with squash? Do you love them just plain? So I'll take this time to thank each and every one of you who has subscribed to my channel. Thanks to the visitors who are new to my channel. I really appreciate your subscription, and I'm very grateful that you find me worth of your subscription. Whatever that makes you love my channel, God bless you for that. And also thank you so much for being here. So our chapatis are done, and I'm going to make now the stew. And the stew, I said we are going to make the dengus. So I'll start by adding oil in my cooking pan, and then I'll add the chopped red onions. Those are the ones I'm using. I'll also add in some minced garlic. With these green grams, I don't want to use tomatoes. I just want the plain green grams with the natural taste of green grams, and also a twist of flavors with just a little bit of spices, whereby I'll be using curry powder and also using turmeric powder. These are natural powders and they are very tasty. They make every curry taste so good. So after that, I'll just add in the green grams that I already cooked. I actually decided to let them overcook because I just want a curry out of them, something smooth and soft and sweet for the chapatis to accompany the chapatis. I'll add a little bit of water. If I had a bone soup or stock, I would have added. Then I've added some leeks and spring onion leaves so to enhance the flavors. Then I'll mix nicely. Remember, these green grams already have salt in it. Then I've chopped some baby zucchini that I'm using. I'm going to add them in, and then the food is done. The chapatis look soft. I'm telling you, they was delicious. Since I had no greens on the side, I decided to go with the fermented cabbage. I still have the fermented cabbage, and the green grams taste so good. Like I said, not everything requires tomato. At some point you just have to cook minus tomatoes, and the dish was so good. And that is our lunch that we had on that very day. The chapatis look delicious and appetizing. I want to house hunt. I want to look for a house. Yeah, I want to move to a 2-bedroom house. So somebody told me of a place where there are houses. I'm actually there. I don't know. The outside is not even pleasing. It's not pleasing. But I'll just go inside and see what is there. If it's not what I want, I'll still continue being where I am until I get a good place. Yeah, until I get a good place. That is what I want to do today. I also want to do some grocery shopping, the greens and everything. Yeah, that's what I want to do today, and a little bit of cooking. I'm in the dark. I'm in the dark and I'm sweating. Apparently there are no vacants there, as she said. So I'll keep looking again around until I get another house. Like today, I'm so determined to get a house. I'm looking forward to get a new house, a 2-bedroom house. So I'll just keep looking around until I get a different place. So let's keep going until I get a different place. Spot has been a disappointment. Like, the place is fully occupied. Like, it was empty last week, but today it's fully occupied. So I don't know. I'm so disappointed. After going around looking for a house that I really needed, but I did not get the house, so I decided to come and refill fresh water, and also went to this store that had a lot of eggs, and I bought some eggs from there because we had run out of the eggs. Hebu tuone hii hapa hapa.
Hii sio mbaya. Wewe unajisijua na hii. Maana hiyo
Sasa hii ni 200. Hata hii.
Jayote tu atachagua. Hizi ile size ya 200 ndio nakuuzia, na ya 300 ndio nakuuzia na 400.
Oh.
Hata ingine ndio
hii. Hii naona iko sawa hii. Hebu tuangalie hii kwanza. Na viazi tamu unauzaje?
Naanza 100, 200.
Aha.
Iko sawa ndio.
Okay. Done from the market, and this is what I got. Actually, these are sweet potatoes I got from a lady who kept, like, I don't know, I could have stopped buying them, but I bought them anyway. She was very expensive. I don't know why I even stopped there, but I got 2 potatoes. I also got 1 yam. It's not that good to sell these things, and anyway, I just bought them. I regret buying there. I will never even stop there. Then I also got some cassava from her. She was very expensive. If I do remember the way I bargained these things, and she was like, oh, nimenunua, oh. Anyway, so I got the cassava. I got some oranges over here. One was going at 20 bob, so I got 3 of them. I also got some green peppers. I got 3 of the green peppers. I got butternut. I love butternut. Butternut is just sweet, and it's so good when you bake it. It's just the best. Even for making your chapatis, it's just the best. I also got some garlic. You know, there is a difference between this garlic and this garlic. Can you see the difference? This tends to be more organic, more than this, as they say. But I love this because it has a lot of water and the aroma is quite strong. Got some carrots. This is 10 shillings, 10 shillings. So they are for 60 shillings. I also got some French beans, 3 of the French beans. One was going for 20 shillings, so I got 3 of them. I have here some eggs. It's 1 crate. Actually, I've come across bad eggs, so I decided to go to a lady who rears chicken, and I got the eggs from there. These were going 350 per crate. Got some pears for 100 shillings, and they were 10 bob each, 10 shillings. I got some orange, 1 orange. That guy was kind enough to give to me the apple. And then I got some potatoes. Yeah, all these potatoes were costing 200 shillings. That's like $2. Got some things here. I got bananas. I also got some avocados. This avocado was 70 shillings. I felt like it's fair, given that avocados are off season. To me, this one was very fair, and it's good. It's very dry. It doesn't have water. Also got some pawpaw for some juice. I got like 3 of them. One was going for 70 shillings. This is the fairest price I've ever come across with pawpaw. Some people just sell it at a higher price. So I got 3 of the pawpaw. Got some tomatoes. These tomatoes were going for 3 at 20 shillings. So fair. Very good deal, given that I normally buy tomatoes very expensive. So all this I got at 100 shillings, which I feel like it's very, very, very affordable. I also got some pineapple. This was going for 100 shillings of the pineapples. Yeah. To make some yogurt, instead of going to the shop buying the yogurt, I want to just make the yogurt at home. I also make some kefir. Kefir is a probiotic. So it needs milk. You keep, as you ferment, you keep topping up, and it doesn't require milk from the packet. So I had to go to the ATM at least to get the milk. So I got 3 liters. Yeah, it's 3 liters. This melon disappointed me before I even reached the house. Look at what happened to it, but it's so good, it's so juicy. I got this melon at 350, and that is all for my groceries.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow.
I want to bake some chicken wings, and I have my what I want to use in marinating. So these are chopped mangoes. As you can see, these are chopped mangoes, and the mango that I'm actually using is this mango. It's not ripe, it's still raw, but it has a very nice and tangy and sweet taste. So I want to just put this in my blender. Then what I'll do next, instead of using water, I'm going to use some oil in blending this. I will in a little bit of pink salt, and then I'm going to blend it into a puree. So I will add the chicken in this bowl. I've already scored the chicken wings. These are wings. Actually, I just cut them, separating the parts, this part, and with this part, and also the steak one. So I just have a few chicken wings. We just took lunch like a while ago, so we are not that hungry. I'll still put them because they are tasty, and when you use this marinade, it comes out nicely. The flavors from this marinade are just amazing. But you can use lemon, but this recipe really works out well for me. Don't use the ripe one, just use the non-ripe but has some sweet taste in it, some sweet and tanginess in it. So I'll just add this inside here and mix this well until the chicken wings get the flavors of the marinade. The reason why I'm using oil is just to make the marinade just stick on the wings, and just keep mixing like this until the chicken wing gets the marinade of the flavors of the marinade. I'm not going to let it sit. I'm just going to bake it straight away. So I want to make this French beans real quick, and what I normally do with my French beans, I sort out the bad ones, and then I remove the top like this. Yeah, this part, it's very hard when you eat it. And also remove the ones that are overgrown, like these ones. I don't like them because already they are formed a seed inside. They're not going to be sweet, they are going to be a little bit chewy. So like these ones you see here, yeah, so I'm leaving those ones. I'm dealing with these ones. These are the ones that I want to use in making in sorting the French beans. So I'll go ahead and remove the heads and then I'll make saute them. Yeah, no, I'm not using these are other ones. They look pregnant. You see these ones, they look like they're pregnant, so we are not going to use those ones. I feel like they're not good. Okay. So just help me sort these ones out. You see these ones, the small ones?
Yes.
Yeah, most of them were really not good for consumption, so this is what I managed to sort out. So I'm going to wash them, and then I'll just cut them into small pieces, and then I'll mix with carrots. And here that I've already washed and diced in the shape of chips, but I just want to make them as potato wedges. So I'll fry them. What I'll do, I'll fry them. I'm going to make garlic butter potato wedges. They are very sweet. Just stick around and see how I'm going to make this. This is our dinner for today. I just wanted something that I can fix quickly, so that I don't take much of the time in the kitchen cooking. I'm going to put them in that pan, and then I'm going to wipe off the water. So I'll just let them sit there before I can start cooking. There is no way I can cook on my gas while the chicken is baking, so that is why I'll just have to wait before I can fry them. So I'll go ahead and make this garlic over here. I've decided to use this one over here. So I'll just remove the peels from the outside, and then I'm going to mince it using the garlic crusher.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the...
After some time, I'm going to pull out the tray that has the chicken wings. I'm going to apply the marinade on top of the chicken wing again to enhance the flavors. I'll keep repeating the same procedure like 3 times before I can now remove the chicken from the oven. I'm going to use the garlic crusher to mince the garlic. In that manner, it is going to make things easier for me when I want to use this garlic. Actually, this minced garlic, I'm going to use it, a part of it I'm going to use in sauteing the French beans and the carrots. They really give a good flavor to such greens, and also I'm going to use butter in those greens. I'm also going to use part of this garlic in making in mixing with the herbs. These are thyme, some thyme leaves, they're still fresh. So in my pan, I'm adding some oil, and then I'm going to add in the carrots and the French beans. Carrots and French beans really go well with each other. It's a good combination. When you combine them, they really taste so good. So for you to get very good flavors from the French beans and the carrots, don't overcook them. Just saute them just a little bit. As for me, I just used oil and added a little bit of salt. I'm going to sort them out for some time, and then I'm going to add a few ingredients in it. Then here I have some butter. I've added the raw garlic. So I'm going to mix this butter with the garlic, also with the thyme and a little bit of salt. I'm going to put this in the microwave so that they can I just want to put them in the microwave. I don't have the actual way of explaining it, but I'm going to put them in the microwave. The butter is going to melt with all the thyme and the garlic, and it's going to make very nice flavors for the chips. So here I've added some butter. I've also added the raw garlic. I'm going to saute them for some time so that they get the flavors of the garlic. The beans are to get the flavors of the garlic, and also the carrots. I'm adding a little bit of turmeric just to enhance the flavors, and also a touch of healthy meal to make the meal actually taste healthy. I don't know which term, but that is what I mean. I'm going to add some paprika on my fried French fries. I fried them off camera, so I'm adding some smoked paprika. That is smoked paprika. I'm also adding some pink Himalayan salt. I'm going to mix them well for some time until they are well combined, or rather the chips get the flavors of the smoked paprika and also get the flavors of the salt. I'm adding now the garlic and the thyme and the butter inside the chips. They had been in the microwave for like 5 minutes, and that was enough. Even the garlic did cook. I've added the lemon water. Really gives a very tangy taste to the chips, and very good flavors to the chips. So this is our chips, and they look delicious. I'm telling you, the flavors in here are just amazing, and you love it for a weekend for your children, just to change the diet, to break the monotony of their normal meals. And our chicken wings are done. They look delicious. I'm telling you, they have very nice flavors from the mango. And there we have the sorted vegetables. I've also gone with some fruits. And that is our meal for the evening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Until next time, bye bye.